Yeah. So let me say hello, kia ora, and welcome. Here we go, Ponsonby. It is Wednesday. The time is coming up to midday. Peter, fantastic. The time is coming up to midday, so I'm going to take you for a little walk. Let us turn the camera. This is a bit of fun. There is a beautiful old house down here, and we're going to walk down and have a look at it. It's more than a house, actually. It is huge, and it's just down here at the end of the street. So I thought we'd have a little walk through the Ponsonby neighbourhood. You can see how quiet it is. Colorado, Peter, nice to see you. You can actually see it's so quiet. Whoa. So we are locked down. Today's, I think, day 8. So people are all staying at home, and that's why it's so quiet. But it's actually really nice to be out for my walk, my daily walk, so I can combine a little bit of not supermarket shopping. I just need to buy some cocoa and some macadamia nuts to make an extra gooey caramel slice. That's what we're going to do today. Caramel slice. Some of the local houses here, really gorgeous Victorian homes, all built around the 1860s. Millions of dollars now. Millions of dollars, all of these. You'll be surprised at the $1 million dump at the end of the street. The $1 million dump, yes it is. These houses are all gorgeous though, look. All been done up beautifully. All been done up very, very beautifully. Today's cloudy, we've got a little bit of blue sky up here. The clouds are just starting to move off, and we're going to have a beautiful sunny afternoon. So thanks everybody, thanks for joining me, Louise, your tour guide here in Auckland, New Zealand. Wearing my mask, out walking, doing exercise. And when we get down here, I'll tell you a little bit about Carlile House, the haunted house. And we've got a new message here, which will be from somebody lovely. It's from Pablo and Donna. Fantastic. Nice to see you all. Let me just do the little wave thing. Hi, kia ora. Nice to see you. Got my shopping bag for my... Need to buy some cocoa and some macadamias. G'day, Glenn. How's it going? Yes, yes. So this is the street behind me. It's really, really quiet. You can see there's a couple of cars up there. Whoa. I'll just turn the camera again. We're approaching the corner. So, of course, a very old house like this, there's a lot of urban legends attached to it. We've got a for sale sign. Let's check out what's for sale in this very expensive area of Auckland now. Here comes the local bus. It's been sold. It's been sold. Cocktails at sunset. Nice. 1 bedroom, 1 living room, 1 bathroom, 1 car park. Whoa. Nice. I like that. Cocktails at sunset. In here. So we're on Richmond Road, which is actually quite a busy street here in Auckland. It curves around, it sort of like goes in an upside down S shape. And when you get to the other end of it, you're at Western Springs and you're looking down across the lake and the Speedway and all those different places. Now the locals report when you get to the corner, often at night, you can hear the cries of children. So if you're walking here at night and you listen carefully, you're probably going to start running pretty quickly. So we're just approaching the old house. Yeah, so the locals report that. We are Dickens Street, I think we are now, looking down here. Whoa. This is the Tongan Church. And the Tongan Church own all of this. They built it, they didn't build it, they bought it and used it as a hostel for Tongan workers coming into New Zealand. So it wasn't long after they'd bought it that they actually built the new building next door. So this is the gorgeous church that they have now, the United Church of Tonga. We've got the flag flying up here as well. So here we go. Carlile House, built in 1886, and as you can see, it's behind a Pretty awful looking fence. Built in 1886, and it was known as, I think, the costly house to begin with, because it was built by somebody called Mr. Costly, and he built it as a boys' home. So, I don't know, Glenn. To check the price, we'd need to go online and have a look at the latest sales. They are all listed up there a couple of weeks after they've been sold. So, but yeah, it'd be, I don't know, in the vicinity probably $1 million, maybe 1.5. I'm not sure. Yeah. So you can see up there. I'm going to zoom in. It does say on that little bit there at the top, it does say 1886, which is when it was built. And it was a boys' home. So they were underprivileged boys that were carefully selected to come and live here. And then they were taught trades like carpentry and whatever else was popular at that time. I think they ran into lots of problems, obviously, because they had probably quite young boys here and quite big boys here, and they did have a lot of problems with that. It later became a girls' boarding school. It was the Hukariri Maori Girls' School. It was the headquarters of a evangelical Christian group at one stage. And I love the details. We're going to have a look at the detail in a moment. Yeah, they're selling it way above asking price here too, Glenn. Yeah. This is the building. It was an orphanage for many, many years at the turn of the century, after it was the boys' school. And in 1912, so they say, there was a huge fire here. And 42 or 43 children were killed in the fire. One of the other stories goes that there was a huge fire here, and the nun that was looking after the children was actually killed in the fire. We don't have I couldn't find any evidence of this, but it is a local urban legend. Greetings from Yonju. G'day, Yonju, nice to see you. Whoa. Beautiful but spooky. Yeah, it's really gorgeous. I have been inside, so it's only been in this state really for the last few years as it's become more and more run down. I've been inside quite a long time, I can't remember, 10 years, 15, 20 years ago maybe. It was sort of run as a community centre, and there were little art shows in here and different forms of craft, people working in here, which was really quite nice. And then after that all stopped and it was closed, then it was occupied by street kids. And you can see the windows are boarded up. Yes, Donna, yeah. The windows are boarded up, but they've been written on. Inside a lot of fires were lit inside. Every room has a fireplace, but interestingly enough, they didn't use the fireplaces for the fires, they just lit them in the rooms. Whoa. Yeah, so a lot of these fires were started by candles. And what led me to come here today is when we were walking around the university yesterday, we were looking at a building that had been set fire to and had been rebuilt, and that was the result of a candle fire. And people lit fires to keep themselves warm in those days as well. The front door's all boarded up, private property. And it says here, Carlile House above the door. Where are we? Oh, there we go, Carlile House. It was renamed. After originally being called Costly, it was renamed. It's really starting to get warm here. I can feel the sun coming out on my back. Yeah. So the problem with this house is it's it is valued, I think, around $5 to $6 million. The land, it's got quite a large piece of land. And the problem here is that it is actually owned by the Tongan Church. But the building has a historical, the highest classification, historical rating here in Auckland. So it's an A classification, which means that it cannot be pulled down. So there's a bit of a stoush happening between the Tongan Church and the Auckland City Council, because if the Tongan Church can't do what they want to do with the land, g'day Daisy, how's it going? If they can't do what they want to do with the land, then it's, and the building, then it's up to the council to actually restore the building. So you can see from both sides, from both sides, yeah. Nice to see you, Daisy. So we're just right here, Richmond Road, all of these houses looking out to it. You know, the spirits of the children, the ghosts, people have seen them, people hear them. We can't go inside strong glass. Unfortunately, I've got this big barrier. I have been in once, maybe 15 years ago, and it's really, really beautiful inside, I can tell you. It's got these amazing amazing rooms and floors, and it's actually built in the shape of an H. It had a kitchen added to it at some time. Each of the rooms apparently has a fireplace as well. It's pretty amazing. Right next door, we'll see if we can have a little bit more of a look around the back. Climb the fence, yeah, we'll get hooked up on that fence, that's for sure. You can see the brick. The architectural style is classical Italianate. Imagine building this in 1886. No heavy machinery, no electricity even. Yes, nice to see you, Daisy. Yeah, it's Wednesday in New Zealand, so this is my little Wednesday walkabout. But the details are amazing. So the other, under the roof line, on the other corner, it says 1886, and this one says AD, just so we don't get confused. It would be a historic broadcast, absolutely. Absolutely. But there's a bit of a garden going on in here as well. I think that looks quite nice. Love the arch windows, Donna. Yeah, it's amazing. All boarded up. But it's a huge property. So as I was saying earlier, the locals report, or anybody that's walking around the corner at night, you can hear the sound of the children's cries. There was a fire here around 1912. Looking to the back, see there's a brick building through the back there. Let's get up here, see that? That was added on as a kitchen. So can we get through a focus? Try and focus. Can't focus. No focus. We're looking through the wire. Too many wires. Good day, Moscow. Привет. Nice to see you. I think this is probably about as close as we can get. In fact, let us go for a little bit of a wander. We'll go down the next street. Flowers on Franklin here. Have a look. We'll go down the street behind it and see if we can get a nice view or get up a little bit closer from behind. Flowers on Franklin. Diamonds on Richmond. So that's what we go from. That's amazing, isn't it? We go from the gorgeous old building, Carlile House, and then we get to Diamonds on Richmond. Bit of a contrast going on here, I'd say. It's a great street for a walk. Oh, there's my rosemary bush over here. Let's go over and have a look at the rosemary. We've got a clothing store here. Whoa. We'll just pop over the road while we're here and have a look at the rosemary. Ooh, car coming fast. All the different types of architecture, mostly Victorian. This was probably an old shop at one stage. Look at the rosemary bush. Look how gorgeous this is. So this is what we call urban gathering. So people have planted little gardens like this outside their houses so that you can come along and you can just pick what you need, which is pretty cool. There we go. The haunted house. Carlile house. Yeah. Over this way, we've got George's. This is boarded up cafe. Could catch the bus. Oh, jewellery making classes. Wow. Looks good. Yeah, wow. Whoa. You see it? Yes, look. All the benches and all the tools. Wow. It's amazing what you see when you get out and go for a walk. Look, we've got a little friend coming up. Hello! Whoa. We're just going to walk around the corner and see if we can see the back of the old orphanage. When it was an orphanage, there was one nun that ran it, and she was Sister Cecil, and she gave her whole life to the church and to the children. So her grave site is in Carlile in St Stephen's Church, and it refers to her as being the lover of all the children. So quite an interesting history, being a boys' school, a Maori girls' school. It was a remand home at one time, run by the social welfare department. Oh yeah, the back's pretty well. I don't know if we can get very far. Oh, you can actually see at the back. Yeah, the roof's not in very good shape. And the wooden bit that's been added on at the back is all burnt. A cloudy day's good for looking at things, isn't it? Rather than having, look at the very back there. Wow. It actually doesn't look so bad when you're looking at it from the street, but when you look at it from behind, you can see what a massive job this would be to restore it. Wow. Yeah. Yeah. Let's come in. So we're sort of like behind the shops now. This is quite an interesting new building. I think it might be a house. It's on a very narrow corner. It's got some interesting windows. Oh, there's the sign from the old coffee shop. Rockport Kelly, yes. Yeah. Oh, look, we've got a nice bit of street art here, though. I love going on walks and exploring. I've been looking at walls lately. Huge amount of walls. Wow. We couldn't get through from the street because it's got a fence here, but look. Oh, Donna, I hope so, but it's going to take a lot of money. The Tongan Church probably don't have any interest in restoring it, even though they own it. They'd rather put the millions into other projects, I suppose, but the council have deemed it a Class A hysterical rating. Hysterical. So we're at a bit of a sort of impasse with it. So nothing can be done. Yeah. Wow, this is pretty cool. Look. Hi, Shu. How's it going? We're just out for a wander. We've been looking at the haunted house. We're at the back of it now through here. I'm going to take you back round to the front though. Container here. Whoa. Nice palm tree there. Whoa. So a lot of people, a lot of people living around this area, because this area is now really being gentrified. All of these old houses were built around the 1860s, and they were built for workers coming into the area, 1860s. So they're all small, smallish houses. And these days, then with the building of the Harbour Bridge, of course, the area became very sought after for labourers and workers building the Harbour Bridge, because that's just down the road. So that was sort of the turning point. A lot of these houses at that time got rented. So they were rented out. Oh, there's a pussy cat. They were rented out and they all fell into disrepair. Oh, pussycat's gone home. They fell into disrepair. Then 100 years later, exactly, or 120 years later, a lot of young people coming back from overseas saw the potential of the area and started buying up these old houses, doing them up, restoring them, and this area became really sought after. So we went from houses that were worth $20,000 or $30,000 to houses now that are worth around $2 million. Interesting? Yeah, this area is gorgeous. And there's Sky Tower just through there. So this is why it's so sought after here. It's inner city, it's close to downtown, close to the Harbour Bridge. Yeah, sure, look at this gorgeous one here on the corner. Ah, yeah. This is the local school here, Richmond Road School, which is gorgeous. It's actually not working today, but there's a lovely skylight here. I'll show it to you anyway. There we go, Richmond Road School, growing together as one. There's a lovely skylight here as you walk into the building. When the sun is shining through here, when the sun's shining through here, it makes a lovely reflection just around here on the footpath. It's really, really cool. There we go. We're walking back over to the haunted house. We love a good story. Yeah. But I love this little gate. See the way this house has been built onto the corner of the street? That goes down to Ponsonby Road. And so does this. Let's walk back over to the haunted house. If we were walking around here at night, we would possibly hear the sound of the crying children. Yeah, the gate entrance is gorgeous. Now look what's happened. Everybody's stopping to look at the building. And taking photos of it. That's amazing. Yeah, so I'm back to my rosemary bush. Yeah, so just to recap, this building, Carlile House, was built in 1886. It's had a number of lives. It's been a boys' home, it's been a girls' boarding school. It was sort of like an institute that taught trades to boys as well. It was Maori girls' school, it's been a remand home. What else has it been? It's been everything. We'll let these cars go by. Wow, it's busy today. Let me just turn the camera for a moment. There we go. Yeah, it's busy today, and I'm just going to get across the road in a minute. We've got another one coming as well. So I'm in Richmond Road. I'm at the bus stop, actually. Here's the bus stop. Whoa, so I can get the bus to town. Oh, that's the parking bit. Oh, Pablo, awesome. That's the parking. Oh, the bus stop's above. I can get the bus here from town, to town, and coming back as well. Yes, it's really pretty, the yellow building. Melissa, fantastic, nice to see you. Let us now cross the road. I'd better turn the camera so I can cross safely. You can see the sky's clearing up a little bit. It's got this low cloud in the morning. Oh, Melissa, fantastic to see you. Whoa, how's New York today? Yeah, it's pretty, the way the houses have been done up. So in the early 1970s and 1980s, Yeah, see, they're all taking photos now too. And yet they probably walk past here every day. Whoa. Yeah, so they were young families that did up these houses in the 70s and 80s, but now the developers have moved in. And they're sort of like all very, very similar inside. They've opened up the kitchens. They've made really, really nice areas. These windows here have got no glass. They've got nothing. They're open. Yeah. Crop dust the Kiwis. Yes. Yeah. Whoa. It's amazing. So it was the fire in 1912 that caused the children to be killed in the fire. That's one of the stories. The other story goes that it was actually the nun, the person looking after them. Full day. Oh, nice, nice. It was actually the nun that was looking after them that was killed rescuing the children. But as you come around the corner here at night time, the cries of the children can often be heard. Urban legends. We love them. We love them. But a gorgeous old building that can't be pulled down. Very difficult to restore. But one day something will happen here, which would be really awesome. It would be nice if somebody did. Just zoom in here a little bit on some more details. Yes, sure. Yeah. I think the nun might have been Sister Cecil because she was the one that ran the orphanage. But you can see where the fire has just destroyed everything. Louise, Sia, nice to see you. Wow. Yeah, everything's not too bad. We are in very, very strict lockdown at the moment. But we don't mind because we're going to hit this thing on the head, like we did it once before. It's just going to be a little bit more difficult this time. Lucia, thank you so much. It'll be a little bit more difficult this time because it's a different variant, and we're just looking at other countries to see how they're faring. We don't want to live with it. We want to live without it because we know living with it means deaths and lots of people in hospital. We want to live without it. Naturally smitten. Oh, the fire was in 1912. The building was built in 1886, so the fire was in 1912. But more recently, it was restored after that. More recently, it's had a number of fires lit inside because people were squatting in here, using it in lots of different ways. So yeah, it is owned by the Tongan Church, which has their flag flying here. Yeah, that's what we want. We don't want to live with it. Who wants to live with it? Living with it is just an easy thing to say, but it also means you're going to have a lot of deaths. Yeah, Tasty, awesome. No, this is part of my daily walk. So this is my exercise time. And I'm going to pop into Good For, my little store up the road. I need to get some macadamia nuts and some cocoa powder because this afternoon I'm going home to make gooey caramel slice. And if you follow me on Instagram, I'll be putting some photos up there, pictures and stuff. Yeah, exactly, Melissa. We don't want to live with it. No. So we're quite lucky. We are, a population of people that generally comply. The door is gorgeous. I'm just going to... No, the lockdown's still going, Ed Hungry. Yep. It's, I think, until at least Friday night, and then we'll find out what's happening. But we're still getting too many cases a day. We had 40-something yesterday, which is double what it was the day before. The numbers mightn't sound very big to you guys because I know you're in the thousands, but hundreds for us is a lot. But hey, we're pretty grateful. We've had 6 months of living with no COVID, so we know what it's like. And that's our benchmark now to get back to that. Good, yeah. Get vaccinated. I've had mine. It's good. It's what we can do. Hey, people learnt to, I'll just bring you back in a bit. Yes, yep. The vaccines are rolling out really, really well. I think we're much higher than that, Tacey. I think we might be around 40% now. We didn't roll it out quickly because we didn't need to at first. There were other countries that needed the vaccine before us. But now we realise that, we've got to get on with it. So, yeah. But we're okay. And, we're 5 million people. So, but we're a small country. Well, Japan's the same size as us, but they're 120 million. And we just look at the situation in Japan. Yeah. A visitor from Australia. And they were in a quarantine hotel. And the Delta, of course, escaped out of the door. We did have one case in lockdown because they knew that one case had been very, very social, and that there was going to be multiple clusters from that. So we went immediately into lockdown. 12 hours later, we know how to do it. We did it before, we'll do it again. Trust us. Trust us. This is what the streets are like at the moment. So we're in Ponsonby. Very quiet. Not many people. They've done their photos. I think they were waiting to ask me a few questions. They probably think I'm a reporter. We don't. Absolutely, we don't. Yep. Our Prime Minister, she's like waving her finger at us. Yep. Go to bed, children, and we did. So there we go, the haunted house, Carlile House. I am going to say goodbye. I'm going to do that quite nicely. Bye, everybody. Got my shopping bag. Bye, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm outside the haunted house. If I was here at night, I probably wouldn't be. Yeah, hey, but we're all in this world together. So, hey, let's look after each other. That's what we got to do. Yeah. Hey, thanks, everybody. Lovely to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for the awards. Thanks for sharing a couple of little urban legends. Yeah. Tacey, Melissa, Peter, Pablo. Yeah, Glenn. Who else is here? Gosh, I've been going 33 minutes and I've forgotten who's... Oh, sorry. Forgotten who's here. Oh, I just touched my phone and that happened. There we go. We're back to good. Cool. I will finish. There we go. Looking at the gorgeous old church. So thanks very much, everybody. Church. Yeah, church. No, it wasn't really a church. It was more a school and boarding place. Yeah. Thank you so much, everybody. It's easier to turn. I'm going to just turn this back. There we go. Thanks for joining me. Daily walk here in New Zealand. We're at the haunted house. Ooh. Take care, everybody. Yeah. Have a great Wednesday walkabout. Have a great Wednesday, and we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks, Daisy. Awesome. Thank you. Bye.